to the revision, annual revision, my car.
The mechanic.
It's a mechanical revision.
Yeah.
How do you say in English? Mechanical
like
annual revision.
Yeah, we could say I take my car to the mechanic just to get a tune-up, or to get it checked out.
Mm-hmm.
You could say. Just be like I took my pretty good. And Mari, welcome to class. Mari, how's it going?
Thank you. I'm very well. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
And so, Mari, what have you done today?
I worked all day until 6 o'clock. I'm in Italy, and here it's 11 o'clock p.m.
Might be breaking up a little bit. Can you repeat that one more time?
Yeah, I have worked all day until 6 o'clock.
Okay. The only thing I noticed, just the pronunciation worked. So I worked.
Worked.
All day. Yeah.
Okay.
And Giulietta, how's it going?
Hi, it is going well, thank you.
Okay, nice. Good to hear. And what did you do today, Giulietta?
This morning I went to class, and then I came back home, and then I read something. Just that.
Hmm.
Wow.
Not your fault. I think that's me.
No, I think that's me.
Okay. Well, can you repeat it one more time?
Yes. Arts now. I had class. I came home. No. No way.
Second. Right. I'm not sure if you can hear me or not, but
What's happening? Julieta, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Hi.
Hi. I don't know. What's happening? Joshua freezing?
I don't know.
good.
Really.
Okay. Maybe the connection is a little bit better in here. Can you?
Your sound is cutting, teacher. Your sound is cutting.
Can you
hear me
check
now?
again? Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you badly.
I barely can hear you.
Sorry. Okay, this might be a little bit better. Just get rid of the video. All right, so Giulietta, what did you do today?
Okay. So this morning I had class, and then I came back home and I just read something.
Okay. What did you read?
Oh, Macbeth.
Macbeth. No way. Cool.
Yes.
What are you laughing at?
Because it was the third time I said.
You said it. Okay. Yeah. All right. And Mustafa, welcome to class. Mustafa, how's it going?
Hunky dory.
Hunky dory. That's good. Good expression. What'd you do today, Mustafa?
Today I slept I
Slept.
I slept. I went to receive my ID because it's announced recently. Uh, and also I went to give the subscription, renew my internet subscription. So I gave the money to the provider, and I went back and cutting my hair. I don't know what's the name of this person who cut the hair. What's the name?
The barber.
Yeah, the barber.
Yeah, so he went to the barber to get a haircut. All right, nice. And how did the haircut come out? Is it all right?
All right, you want to see it?
Sure. And also Nacho, how's it going?
Hello, everybody. I'm fine today.
Okay.
I've been working until now. Hmm.
All right. How was work?
It could be worse.
Okay, that's good.
It's okay.
All right. All right. Not really a ringing endorsement, but good. Could be worse. And we also have somebody whose name I cannot read. Welcome to class. What's your name? So somebody, maybe not. I can translate it. So Ivek, welcome to class. Ivek, how's it going?
Hello, everything good, thank you.
Okay, nice. What did you do today?
I'm just spending time right now.
Okay, so you're just spending time, hanging out?
What?
Okay, so just hanging out. All right, good. And
Yeah.
Amp, welcome to class. How's it going, Amp?
Hi, teacher. Doing well, thank you. What about you?
Nice. Doing pretty well. Anything exciting happened today, Amp?
No, I just been in classes,
Okay.
taking
Okay.
classes here.
Good. And Daniel, how are you?
Hey, doing great so far.
Okay, good to hear. And what did you do today, Daniel?
Well, I was working until now, so I'm taking a break. It's my lunchtime, so I decided to come here and take some classes.
Okay, cool. And Kim, Kim, how's it going?
Oh, hi. You might be asking me, right?
I can't quite hear you. I'm not sure what you said.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Hello, everybody. It's 3 a.m.
Wow.
But I cannot sleep until now.
Okay.
So I joined the class.
Okay, and Kim, are you from Korea?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm from
And
South Korea.
okay. And what do you like to do in your free time, Kim?
Oh, well, actually, I have a lot of free time these days.
You do have a lot of free time.
Yeah. So I enjoy learning language, especially on English.
Okay. Cool.
And sometimes I ride a bicycle.
Okay, so you like to ride your bike, learn English. Nice, all good things. All right, let's start with Anna. Anna Beren, can you read title and next lines?
Sorry, the title and okay. Going to the doctors. Today we will talk about reason why you go to the doctor, illnesses and their symptoms, medical verbs and verb conjugation.
Good. Conjugations.
Conjugations.
Yeah. Conjugations. Good. And let's go on to the next page. And let's have Anna, can you ask Daniel the first question?
Daniel, what are some tools doctors use?
Um, a chess paddle, maybe?
Not quite. So, does anybody know a chest paddle? Does anybody know what he's talking about?
No.
I think it's like a defibrillator, is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I heard in a movie they were using the chess paddle. I think it's the same thing. It looked like the same
Really?
thing.
Chest paddles. Yeah, maybe I just have never heard of chest paddles. Okay. It looks like it is. So chest paddles. Good. Nice job. I learn something new every class. And anything else, Daniel? Daniel? Okay, I'm not sure. All right, Julieta, can you think of any other tools?
Band-aids,
Okay, band-aids.
needles,
Hmm.
syringes, cotton.
Nice.
mm,
Okay.
uh,
Good. I think those are all good ones. For sure, we don't really need too many more. And let's have Julieta, can you ask Mari the next question?
Mari, how often do you go to the doctor?
I usually go to the doctor where I feel bad, when I have, for example, fever, or I'm ill in general. If I have a problem.
Okay. Yeah, if you have a health problem. Yeah, how often do you think that happens?
2 times in a year.
Okay, about maybe 2 times a year.
Mm-hmm.
This year. But good. All right, really nice job, Mari. And Mari, can you ask Mustafa the next one?
Yeah. Do you have a doctor? What is her name? When was the last time you went to the doctor's office?
Sorry, teacher, who do you ask?
Mustafa?
Okay, okay. I couldn't hear it. Do you have a doctor?
No worries.
What? Sorry?
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Uh, like doctor for everything, it is impossible. I don't have a doctor for specific uh, issue, but I usually go to mm, but I used to go to many of them to some of them if I have some problem with my health. Uh, when was the last time you went to the doctor office? Last time I went to the doctor office was last year on December, and I did a surgery to my knee because this was contained a fusion inside my knee. Okay, and I did a surgery. Okay. Um, I choose the doctor depending on the problem with my health. I choose the doctor I have to go with to, right? Depending on the problem with my health, I choose a doctor I have to go.
Mm,
I couldn't hear him. He's maybe frozen, I think.
I don't know.
Yeah, I am talking with myself. Okay.
No.
Okay, Julieta, right, write the vocabulary. Oh, good.
Ah,
Oh, read.
sorry.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
muted. Sorry about that. Can you hear me now?
yeah. I can hear you. I couldn't hear what you said about the correction.
Yeah, I think this sounds a little bit clearer. Sorry, I was doing corrections and talking at the same time. But my microphone was muted. Does that make a little bit more sense, Mustafa? Do you understand the corrections?
Can you repeat it again? Sorry, I
Yeah,
don't have specific doctor.
so I don't have a specific doctor, but I go to different doctors depending on the problem I
With
have
my health.
with my health.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. Why
Okay.
you made that emotion like? Why?
Why
At
did
the
I
end,
do what?
the emotion at the end.
Oh, I'm actually not really sure. Just maybe
Okay.
because it was a good job, but yeah. How did the surgery go, by the way? Did it go well?
Let's go well. Let's go well. Let's go well. About 1 hour. It was about one
It
hour.
went well, we would say. So it went well. How did it go? Would be the question, and then the answer would be it went well.
It went well. Yeah.
Yeah, but good. And let's go on to the next page. Let's have Nacho. Can you read the title and the next few lines? Or the next words?
Okay, vocabulary. Allergy, pill, fracture, headache, bleeding, cough, cold, nausea, stomach ache.
Nice. Okay. Maybe headache,
Headache,
and then nausea.
nausea,
Good. Nausea.
nausea.
You did a really good job with everything else, so that was nice. Okay. And does anybody have any questions about any of these words?
Nausea.
Okay. Who can explain what nausea is?
Sensation that you
Nausea,
have?
Y-
there's a reaction of your body to something that makes you try to I don't know, try to remove
Okay. What?
the pill, for example, that you have had.
Okay. Remove whatever is in your stomach. Maybe.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So you could also say throw up.
throw up. Yeah.
Vomit. Yeah. One of those reactions. And good. Any other questions?
What does fracture mean?
Okay. Who can explain what's a fracture?
When you break your bone.
Yeah. When you break a bone.
Hmm.
Yeah. Called a fracture. Yep. Any other questions? Okay.
Can you explain allergy?
Okay, you can make a sentence using... Oh, do you have a question about allergy?
Yes, yes.
Okay, who can explain what an allergy is?
An allergy is a reaction of the body to something strange to the body.
Yeah, to something strange.
Something.
Any ideas? Does anybody know any common allergies?
The strawberries?
Okay, so somebody's allergic to strawberries. Okay. What are other common ones?
Seafood.
Seafood,
Pollen.
yeah.
Pollen.
Pollen, yeah. I always think of nuts, so like peanuts, things like that. Those are pretty common too. Yeah. Those are common allergies. And yeah, I think we're good on this page. Let's move on to the next one. All right, let's look at this actually, and let's have Kim. Can you read the quotation?
Yeah, so the doctor treated him like his blood and gave him medications to drink. Nevertheless, recovered.
Yeah, good job. Medications. Can you repeat medications?
Medications.
Yeah, and then recovered.
Recovered.
Okay, good. And let's have Kim. Can you ask? Oh, and Addison, welcome to class. Addison, how's it going?
Yes. Me? I'm fine,
Yeah.
thank you. I'm fine, thank you.
Okay. Cool. Good to hear. Addison, I don't think I've had you in class before. Where are you from?
I'm from Thailand.
Okay. Great. And yeah, so welcome to class.
Yes.
Addison, what do you think this quotation means?
In my opinion, I think the doctors heal someone and give someone medicines or some liquids for drink.
Okay.
Yeah. And,
This is a little bit different.
Yes. I'm not sure.
Okay. He's being sarcastic, though. And so maybe... Ibeck, do you think you can explain what he's trying to say here?
No. I don't know what this means.
Okay. What about you, Amp?
But he said that despite of that he received the medication, he never recovered.
Okay, so he... Can you repeat that? I believe I misunderstood, or maybe it's a little bit off. Can you repeat it one more time?
That even when he received medication, a treatment, this,
Okay, I think it's a little bit different. Anna, yeah?
Sorry. In my opinion, this is like a joke, yeah, because
Yes, it is like a
he
joke.
wrote like doctor let his blood, but nevertheless he recovered, and I think it's like a joke, yeah.
What does nevertheless mean?
Without help, at least he recovered to get better. Yeah. at the end.
Yeah, despite these actions, the man got better. So yeah, so the doctor let his blood, gave him medicine, treated him, but despite all these things, the man got better. So if that's what he's saying, maybe Addison, what do you think Tolstoy is trying to say about doctors here?
War and peace.
So yeah, what is Leo Tolstoy saying about doctors?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And maybe Ivek, do you think you can explain?
Yeah, I said my opinion, but I think this last meaning about he nevertheless recovered maybe means that he recovered without any help or not.
Yeah, he recovered without any help. It's like he recovered even though the help that he got was maybe more damaging.
Yeah, because maybe the there was no necessary any help of doctor.
Yeah. So maybe Amp, do you think that Leo Tolstoy was a fan of doctors?
Not at all.
Not at all. Yeah. He's being pretty sarcastic in this, I guess you could say.
Maybe.
Yeah, and Amp, can you think of, other than like bloodletting, can you think of any other old medical practices?
Well, the way that the women get birth before without just pushing and nothing else that you they didn't go to the surgery or something, just in the natural way.
Okay, yeah, for sure. So, old birthing practices, good one. And yeah, all right. And maybe Amp, can you ask Anna the next question?
Okay. How have doctors improved over the years? How have they stayed the same?
I suppose that they have improved testing different practices. For example, I don't know, one of the old medical practices I remember when with the mercury. The mercury now is toxic, but many years ago, doctor used to put mercury in any injured. Then I suppose that if they saw that the injured don't get better, then they stop using mercury.
Okay. Good. Okay, so you're saying like trial and error. So kind of doctors have improved through trial and error. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Julieta, can you add to this? Can you think of any other ways that doctors have gotten better or stayed the same?
They test on animals.
Okay.
And they make they have standard protocols.
They have stronger standards.
Stronger standards.
Is that what you said? Sorry.
I don't know. Is it a word protocol?
Probable?
No. Protocol.
Like protocol, like that? Protocol. Oh, yeah. They have protocols and standards.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So they
Yeah,
cannot just make something from just for the moment.
Yeah, because they make something up as they go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So protocol standards, they don't make things up as they go. All right. And do you think they've stayed the same in any ways?
Well, the future will be better for sure. And yes, we didn't improve so much. Maybe
okay. So the
with
future will be... Sorry, go
with
ahead.
I'm so sorry. With more research on how the brain and the body respond to the treatments, we will know better, because this kind of experiments are something that is recent.
Okay. Yeah, these kinds of experiments are recent.
Recent.
I think that's good. Yeah. So we've got things to look forward to as well. All right. And does anybody have any questions or comments or anything else they'd like to add on this?
Yeah, I have a question, but about the vocabularies, because some of them I don't know the meaning. Like you said,
Okay.
Mercury. What's Mercury?
Okay. Who can explain what mercury is?
It's a metal that has a property to be liquid.
Yes. So it's liquid in at like room temperature, for sure. It's also called quicksilver. And if we look, it's an element too, and a heavy metal. Sorry, hold on 1 second. We should be able to get a picture. So this is mercury. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
Teacher, sorry, about you said make something up as they go. This is like a phrase you use, a phrase of
Yeah. So if you're making something up as you go, what are you doing?
fix something.
One more time?
Fix something.
Not quite fixing something. I mean, you could be fixing something. Making something up as you go. Any other ideas?
Like they don't do some issues or some problem with like a fast solution, so they don't go fast, and maybe it's the correct way. They go deep and use the correct way. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess if we're looking at making something up, it's like creating something from nothing. So like you make something up, creating something from nothing, and then as you go is in the moment. So without plan, without pre-planning anything.
Okay.
So we also have another phrase like you could say winging something. Would be really similar. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you.
I have also a question. What does mean answer not at all to question Leo Tolstoy War and Peace? Not at all in this.
That amp. That was the question for amp.
Not at all.
Yes, not at all. It's below of Leo Tolstoy War and Peace and like answer. You wrote not at all. Yeah. This one.
Yeah, the
Oh.
teacher asked amp. Yeah, the teacher asked amp. If Leo Tolstoy like the dictators or not, and
Oh.
she said not at all.
Yeah. Does that make sense? So, I asked Amp if Leo Tolstoy liked doctors. He liked doctors, and she said not at all. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I understood. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for remembering that. I don't know who mentioned that, if it was Mustafa, but that was a good memory. Okay, and any other questions on this page? Okay. And let's skip that. Skip that too. Let's have Giulietta, can you ask Mari the first question?
Mari, what is she feeling? Yes, she feeling.
Probably she has headache. So she doesn't feel very well.
So she wasn't feeling very well?
Yeah.
Okay, I think we'd say she isn't feeling very well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and Amp, just a small point back on like the red versus the silver mercury. I think
Yeah.
red mercury is used in thermometers just because it's dyed, so it's used to make things a little bit more visible, so you can tell the temperature more easily on the
No,
white
in the
background.
injuries, do you use it's a liquid that you used? Well, in Spanish it's called mercurio, but I don't know. It's also mercury. The name, the correct name, maybe is I don't know, a chloride or something from mercury, but it's usually it was red,
Interesting.
and it was applied directly over the injury.
I think the red liquid in the thermometers was alcohol colored by something red.
No, it's not. That's why it just dry the injury faster.
Ah, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, yes, I know. I don't know the name.
Yeah, Julieta, I think she found it. Yes, Julieta.
Oh, you're welcome.
Interesting. Cool. Mevromin. Nice. And good. Let's go on then. Mari, can you ask Mustafa the next question?
Yeah. What do you do when you feel like this?
What I do? What do you do when you feel like this? I have headache, right? Uh, uh,
Yes.
I take Panadol. I usually take Panadol pills to release from that pain in my head, or take a rest. Sometimes I sleep.
Okay. I think you're talking about relieve the pain.
Okay.
Generally, we would take pills to relieve the pain. Release the pain could work, but it's not really common. It sounds a little bit strange.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. And Good. Maybe Mustafa, can you ask Nacho the next question?
Nacho, if you were a doctor, what would you recommend? Recommend.
Okay, if I were a doctor and someone came ask me how to, mm, how, what to do to when he has a headache, I would recommend him to take a rest, and if it's not possible, to have some pills to kill the painkiller, to have some painkillers.
Okay. Yeah. And I think, again, relieve the pain. So you'd recommend a painkiller to relieve the pain?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good answer. And does anybody have any questions here? Okay. Let's try this, and let's have Kim. Can you read the role of the doctor? And Alison, can you read the role of the patient?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, come on in and have a seat. Now, what seems to be the problem?
I have a rash on my arm.
How long have you had the rash?
It's been about a week.
Are you taking anything for it?
I put some cream on it, but it doesn't seem to be helping.
I see. Are you allergic to any medications?
Not that I know of.
I'm going to give you a prescription for some ointment. I want you to apply it 3 times a day. You should also avoid scratching your skin, and it's important to use as little soap as possible. Make an appointment next week if it doesn't get better over the next few days.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice. Yeah, you guys did a really good job. Even the pronunciation of individual words was really, really good. A couple small things. Just the way it sounds in the sentence. The first one I noticed was Kim's, I think. Come on in. So, Kim, can you repeat come on in and have a seat?
Come on in and have a seat.
Good. Nice job. And are you taking anything for it?
Are you taking anything for it?
Good. Nice job. Good good job raising your intonation at the end. That was really nicely done. And then the other one that I noticed, Alison, was I put some cream on it, but it doesn't seem to be helping.
Yeah. I put some cream on it, but it doesn't seem to be helping.
Nicely done. Really good corrections. Okay, and does anybody have any questions about anything in this dialogue?
I have a rash on my arm. What's a rash?
Okay, who can... What's a rash?
Fracture.
It's a red, I think it's a red mark or something that you feel bad.
A browse, like a browse?
That itches.
Yes.
Are spots,
Yeah, spots.
bumps, or other irritations. So yeah, like red marks have some spots, bumps maybe. It really itches, so you want to scratch it all the time. That would generally be a rash.
And teacher, like if the blood is gathering on your, maybe in your in specific spots in your hand, and it is like become red or purple. This is called like a browse.
That's a bruise, a little bit
Bruise.
different. If we're looking at a rash, it would look maybe something a little bit more like this. Sorry.
I have a question addition.
Yep. What's your question?
Could be rash. Could be rash due to allergy or not?
It could be an allergy, for sure. So this is a rash. So like the red spots on your skin, yeah, it could be definitely due to an allergy or from heat or from something else. But yeah, just like red raised little bumps on your skin would generally be a rash. I feel like that's probably the least unpleasant picture on the internet of rashes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
I have no idea about ointment.
Okay. Who can explain what an ointment is?
It's a cream that you apply over the rash or the injury that you have and help you with the pain or in this case with the avoid that you try to scratch your skin.
Yeah, so it's a cream that you apply to your skin that helps with pain, itchiness, or like bacterial infections.
I got it. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, and it's pronounced ointment. And with this word, we can say it kind of swallowing both of the T's, ointment. So you could also say ointment, but generally those are more silent. Okay. And does anybody have any other? Yes.
Could you advise me where did you find this word ointment in this text? I couldn't find general. Ah, I see. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh man. Sorry. And any other questions?
No,
Okay.
thank you.
All right, and let's try this. And Alison, can you ask Ivek the first question?
Yes. What is the patient's problem?
The patient's problem was a rash which he had in his arm.
A rash that maybe we'd say he has on his arm.
He has on his arm.
Okay. And I think we've had. Let's actually move on. Do something a little bit differently. And Amp, can you choose one of these pictures? Tell what the person is feeling. Maybe describe what it's like, what it feels like.
Okay. The third one is a boy that is having a pain in his ear.
Okay, what would we call that?
Earache.
Yeah, an earache.
Right.
And what would you do to maybe make it better? What would you tell him?
Well, probably he have to apply some drops in his ear.
Yeah. Good. Really nice job. And Anna, can you do the same thing?
Yes. For example, 8. He had a fever.
He had a fever?
And she should take any antipyretic.
Antipyretic. Yeah, so an antipyretic would be good. at least in the United States, antipyretics are really not common. I think if you're looking for something to bring down fever, at least in the United States, I think in England, antipyretics are a little bit more common. We'd be looking at like ibuprofen, aspirin, Tylenol, acetaminophen, things like that, which is fine. Just remember that in the States, I don't think you can really get antipyretics. Paracetamol, maybe. Maybe I just haven't seen them. Okay. And okay, yeah. What do you think he's feeling?
Sorry?
So, what do you think he's feeling with the fever? Like, how's that make you feel?
See, he feels hurt in all his articulation, and he hasn't any force. He's very tired.
Okay. Good. He feels hurting in all his articulations. This kind of works. It's pretty awkward, though. Can you think of another way we would say this? Maybe if we start with his. Maybe his whole body hurts. Or all his joints hurt. All his limbs hurt. You could say like he's really sore. I think any of those work a little bit better. Yeah. We wouldn't really feel hurting. We would hurt. So just the simple present there. And then instead of saying hasn't any force, we would use a different verb. Not to have, but what verb?
Exhausted.
Actually, we would use to have, sorry. We're negating have. We would say he doesn't have. Any strength, maybe. So, Anna, can you read that one more time? So that part that we just corrected. Anna?
His whole body hurts, all his joints hurt, all his limbs hurt, and he doesn't have any strength. He's very tired.
Yeah. Nice job. Really good work. Okay, and Julieta, can you try one as well?
Okay, I will try with B. This guy, I think, is sneezing. And perhaps he is allergic because we are heading to spring, and so he has problem with breathing.
In the last sentence, we need an article.
Problem.
Yeah, he has a problem. We don't really need with. You couldn't have it, but he has a problem breathing. Might sound a little bit smoother, but he has a problem with breathing. Maybe if we do have with his breathing, sounds a little bit better.
Breathing.
Yeah. So you can keep it or you can remove it. So he's a problem with breathing or with his breathing. Either or. Perhaps he's allergic. Perhaps he has allergies. He has allergies. It's kind of what we would say when we're talking about people who are allergic to pollen and generally what's happening in the springtime. Or you could say perhaps he is allergic to pollen.
Okay.
So one of the two might sound a little bit better. Perhaps he's allergic. Generally works. not as common. Just, I guess, for more information. All right, and let's try one more of the same thing. Mari, can you do the same?
Number 4. Probably he has stomachache.
He has
A
stomachache.
ache, and he should eat plain foods because he has a lack of appetite.
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 Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and maybe can you describe what he's feeling besides the stomach ache? How does he feel?
Nausea. He feel nausea and lack of appetite.
Appetite. Okay, yeah, he feels nausea and a lack of appetite. I think that's good. Okay, and does anybody have any questions on this page? Any questions about what any of these pictures are showing, what the names of it? Okay, so if there are no questions, thank you guys for coming in. We are just about out of time. Jointment? Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, joints. But yeah, feel free to ask any questions if you have any before you go. But if not, have a really good day. Thanks for coming in, and hopefully I'll see you guys again soon.
Teacher, take
Thank
care.
you very much.
Bye.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye, teacher.